Welcome to Greer's Rod Shop. I'm Trey, and now that I have the frame rail replaced, I can replace the inner fender apron. If you'll remember, the bottom of it was rusted out where it met the frame rail, and really the easiest way to repair it is just to buy a replacement panel. I bought mine from lmr.com. It has all the right holes in it and is correct for the year model, and it's ready to go. So let's get started. Come on in. Last episode, I installed the frame rail except for the cap. The cap will be installed as part of the apron installation process. I measured several points before removing the apron. Number one helped me take down the measurements, and we used 2 holes on the cowl on either side as our base points, being sure to also measure the total width of the apron. Once all the measuring was finished, I got out the drill and the spot weld cutter and went to work drilling out the factory spot welds.
I am going to cut this so I can get my drill in there better. There's one little spot weld up there. Tough to get to with the drill. I think if I cut this, I can bend this out of the way. That'll do it. One last hole to drill, I think. There's one more in there. Let's see if we can get it loose right here. And I think there and right there, it'll come on off. Those are all 3 loose. Just got a little bit hanging on right down here. There's 2 layers down in there, and one of them's still hanging on. Look there. And the apron is out.
During the installation of the frame rail, I prepped the cap for installation, but set it aside for the moment. It has a slit and a bend in it just like the frame rail that you can use to adjust the angle so it matches. I double checked the fit and then worked on bending the top outside edge of the cap out to match the angle of the apron. I clamped it in place so I could work on fitting the apron up next. I test fit the apron and found a couple of spots on the rail cap that needed a little bit of adjustment. I must have put the apron in and out, 50 times trying to get it just right.
Okay, I got it all fitted up again. I trimmed a spot for the flange to go around this little thing, and I also took from here to here and bent the flange of the top frame rail back out. And so I'll probably have to put some sheet metal screws in here just to hold this tight while I weld it. And then may have to take behind the flange behind on the original body and maybe slightly bend it out to meet. Looks like there's a little bit of gap, but I think I'm ready to put the Weld-Thru primer on the back of the frame rail. While it's drying, I can clean up the original body where we're going to weld, and I think we can weld it in.
I used a sanding disc on my grinder to clean away dirt and paint from all the areas where I would be welding. A hammer and dolly came in handy to straighten out some of the original sheet metal.
Just trying to work this flange out just a little bit so it mates up a little tighter. My favorite body guy and friend Eddie says, make sure you wipe all this down, anything with lacquer thinner, all this bare metal we're gonna primer. We're gonna use a Weld-Thru primer on this. Also save your old underwear, because it makes great shop rags. I'm gonna hit all this inside again, just can't be too careful. And I'm only gonna shoot the parts that are gonna be hidden. The rest of it will get regular primer later. I'm gonna mark where the old holes were, old welds were approximately, and try to get close. I wanna replicate the number of factory ones.
After marking the apron for the weld holes, I sprayed Weld-Thru primer on the edges that would be covered up when the apron was installed. Next, I clamped the primered rail cap in place and welded it up.
Well, I messed up a little bit when I made my radiator core support patch, and it's ever so slightly too thin. So I haven't welded this. The rest of this is welded. It's in the right place. All the measurements check out. So I'm going to clamp it to kind of bend it in like this out there at the edge, and I'm going to heat that line and use my hammer to try to bend, kind of stretch the metal flat where I can get these spot welds up close.
The frame rail is welded to the radiator support and the frame rail cap. I used a step drill bit to punch all the plug weld holes in the apron. Once the holes were done, I cleaned up the area around the front and back of each hole to prepare for welding. I had one more task before installing the apron. I cut some scraps of metal matching the apron thickness and practiced the plug welds to get my welder settings dialed in. I then tried to break them apart to verify my settings penetrated well. Now it's time to install the apron.
All right, I've got the panel all fitted up. I've got clamps everywhere I can get a clamp, some back there. Trying to get all of my plug weld holes nice and tight against the surface below. I did have to use a screw down here because I couldn't get a clamp to push this in tight. I've got everything ready to go, so I'm gonna tack a few in place.
The apron is completely welded in place now. I took my time and moved around a lot to prevent warping the panels due to heat buildup. There were a couple of spot welds back behind the headlight area that I almost forgot about. I smoothed up the welds and used a Scotch Brite pad to rough up the E-coat that was on the apron. Then a good vacuuming and some lacquer thinner to prep for paint. Following the directions on the E-coat can, I laid down 3 light coats of primer over all the repaired areas, making sure that I overlapped onto the original metal that was cleaned up. And here it is, the frame rail and apron replacement are finished. The first big task on the list is done.
Well, the apron wasn't as much work as the frame rail, but it still took a lot of patience and careful fitting up to get it exactly where I wanted it. When I was finished, I measured all of those original measurements to make sure and everything was spot on, so the patience, it really paid off. Next, I'm gonna put the body on the rotisserie like a big barbecue chicken.